No more sleeping in bed. Hey, no more backward thinking. Time for thinking ahead.
Woo!
Hey, wake up, everybody. It's the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother, John.
And this is Kiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, a.k.a. See That?
See That.
And we like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because
smart
is the new
gangster.
Baby.
And if you didn't know,
now you know.
No, you really know.
No. Yeah, you know no. You know no.
Yeah.
So you know so that you got to say it twice.
Yes.
You in them glasses though. I like it.
Thank you. So I'm trying to get used to it, right?
Yeah.
When I'm looking at stuff, I know for sure.
Yeah.
That like when I'm looking at my computer and stuff, like I'm like, oh yeah.
You need your glasses.
I need the glasses.
Yeah. Once you get them, you see how much you need them.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, especially like your first pair.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I ever told you my first pair of glasses story. So I remember, like, everybody in my family wore glasses, right? So I figured it'd be a matter of time, but I didn't think it was going to be so soon.
Good morning, Nisha. I think I pronounced that right. Nashia.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Pooh.
Hey, Pooh.
So I used to work at a call center, and we had the board, and I'm looking at the board, and I'm like, dang, I can't really see the board that good, right? And so I was like, I had done got a promotion, so I got some good insurance. So I'm like, okay, I'm finna go get my eyes checked out. And I went, I'm like, I'm just finna do it, just routine stuff, because I got good eyes, as far as I'm concerned. Like,
you got them good.
There's something wrong with that board. Right?
Yeah.
It ain't me. I got good eyes, and so I'm, you know how they put the thing on and they adjusting it. They want you to read the thing. They're like, okay, read that. I'm calling out the numbers, and then he'll do, and then he's like, okay, read that one. And he'll, I hear him making the adjustments. He doing all of these little adjustments, right? And I still got the thing in front of me. And so after I've, read all of the things, passed the test, I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
He said, this is what it looks like with glasses on. This is what it looked like without glasses. Couldn't see nothing.
Oh,
Kiana, I cried.
Oh, couldn't believe it.
I couldn't believe it.
You couldn't believe it.
Can't see.
Now on the flip side, when I was younger, everybody wore glasses, so I wanted to wear glasses.
Okay.
Didn't qualify.
Okay. So you didn't qualify to wear glasses.
Didn't qualify.
Yeah.
Because all my cousins wore glasses.
Okay.
So I want to be a part of the crew.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm the shortest in the house.
Okay. So you already like the outcast.
I'm on everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So listen, so I wanted to wear glasses, never got them. And then even now when I do them, like I know I need them for reading.
Yeah.
Right. Because sometimes when I put them on and I'm looking at the TV, I know I need to take them off.
Okay, yeah.
Because it looks like I'm reading without the glasses.
Yeah, it's like zoomed in. Yeah.
No, it's blurry then.
Oh,
so
okay.
Because
they're for up close,
they really like just for my reading. And so like I know that I need to take them off. Now I do have some that they gave me that looks almost exactly the same.
Okay.
For when I'm driving, for like if I'm looking at the TV or something, but I don't really play with those.
Right. One thing at a time.
One thing at a time. But
the glasses crew, that's right.
Yeah, that's what we doing.
That's what we doing.
And I got a couple of pairs. So so this is my first real pair that I'm taking serious.
Okay.
Because I had some before, but
you said a pair that I'm taking serious.
Yeah, I'm taking them serious.
Well, that's what we're talking about, y'all. So welcome again to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. It's Freestyle Friday. We got a lot in store for you. Headline news. We got some updates on a couple lawsuits. I don't know if y'all saw it, but yesterday the Rays bond deal was approved by St. Pete City Council.
By y'all.
St. Pete City Council.
Yeah.
It was approved by St. Pete City Council. It was a 4-3 vote. I was in the 3.
Okay.
Yeah, but I guess you could say by us.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so when they go to the county?
December 17th.
That's who's going to be the gangsters.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Them my people over there.
Yeah. The doggone Pinellas County.
Yeah.
Pinellas County is definitely gangster.
Yeah, them my people over there. They stand on business.
Yeah. I mean, it's a new, new formation. I guess we can say that. So yeah, I got a love letter I'm gonna read about that situation later on. We're gonna talk about the USDA, and then we also have Duvet Weaver. He's gonna be joining us this morning. He's a local author, entrepreneur, doing some amazing work in the community, and so he's gonna tap in and join us as well. We ain't did Would You Rather in a while. You got a Would You Rather?
Would you rather?
Okay.
Pay for the raise?
Oh.
Or do something else.
Or do something different. Okay. So put it in the chat. Give us a call. Would you rather pay for the stadium?
Yeah.
Or do something else with that money? How about that?
I'm saying do something else with that money. I'm saying doing something else with the money at this point. This is a horrible relationship that we're going into. And I don't like how they moving.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
So this is like a Ask Kiana that ain't an Ask Kiana. You want to read? I'm gonna read this love story before.
Go ahead.
All right, it looked like it's a little long. I'm gonna see if I can get through it. All right, y'all ready? Hold on. Look, my glasses is for far, so I gotta lean. I gotta tilt my head.
Okay.
Or look up like this. I gotta look like that because this way the close piece is under the bottom.
Oh, right. You got.
And then like that for far. So.
Oh, so you got the transition.
Yeah, I really got. Like can't see. So it's a one-sided love. This is the story of a one-sided love affair.
Okay,
y'all ready?
Go ahead.
All right.
Horrible.
All right, hold on. Once upon a time, in the vibrant city of St. Pete, there was a devoted partner named Sadie.
Okay.
Sadie had been in a long-term relationship with Ray, a charismatic and admired figure. Sadie had poured her heart and soul into the relationship, building a home for Ray, investing her time, resources, and energy to ensure his happiness. But despite all of her efforts, something always seemed off. Ray had a wandering eye. Over the years, he flirted with the idea of leaving Sadie for other options, each time causing her heartbreak. First, it was Montreal with the sophisticated allure. Then it was Charlotte, whispering promises of fresh starts. Las Vegas caught his attention with the glitz and glamour. And then Nashville tempted him with its lively charm. Even Ybor City in Tampa, just across the bridge, had its moment with Ray's mind. Each time, Sadie would hear about these potential moves, not from Ray directly, but from whispers in the community or headlines in the news. Though Ray never outright said he wanted out, his actions were filled with contradictions. Sadie, determined to keep things together, ignored the signs and continued to give more, always bending over backwards to meet Ray's ever-changing expectations. One day, Ray asked for something more personal. Sadie's grandmother's land, a treasured family heirloom passed down from generations. Ray convinced her that this land, which held so much sentimental value, was the perfect place to build their future together. This is for us, he said. With this, we can build something lasting. Against her better judgment, and despite the protest of her family, Sadie gave it to him, hoping it would finally solidify their relationship and prove their commitment to one another. But over time, Sadie began to see the truth. No matter how much she gave, Ray was never fully committed. He'd say one thing, we're in this together, but his actions told another story. When things didn't go his way, he'd hint at leaving or talk about how much better things could be elsewhere.
Go.
Despite their agreement that he'd be responsible for any setbacks, Ray started claiming he couldn't carry the weight alone, even though Sadie had done everything possible to support him. Finally, Kiana, Sadie had enough. After years of being in this one, being the one to compromise and sacrifice, she stood her ground. Ray, she said, I can't keep doing this. I've been loyal and supportive, but you've shown time and time again that this relationship is one-sided. I can't keep bending over backwards while you refuse to honor your commitments. If you can't be clear about where we stand and what you're willing to do, I have no choice but to walk away. Well, Ray didn't take it well. Instead of owning his actions, he went to some of Sadie's friends, spinning the story to make it seem like she was the problem. She's being unreasonable, he told him. If she leaves, she'll lose out on all the benefits of being with me. You've got to talk to her. Make her see what she's giving up. This caused a rift among some of Sadie's loved ones. Some told her she was right to walk away. You've given him enough, Sadie, they said. He's never going to change. Others begged her to give him one more chance. Think about everything you've built together, they urged. You'll regret leaving him. Sadie was torn. She knew the relationship was imbalanced, but she also couldn't ignore the years of history and the dreams she'd once had for their future. So after much soul searching, Sadie made a decision. She would honor her vows and stay. She hoped that by staying, she hoped that by staying, she could protect what they had built and avoid the regret of leaving too soon. Yet, even with the decision to stay, Sadie couldn't shake the feeling of uncertainty. Ray still hadn't put anything in writing to reassure her, and their future as a couple lacked clarity. The whispers of past temptations, Montreal, Charlotte, Las Vegas, Nashville, and Ybor City, still echoed in her mind. And though people changed, Sadie could only hope that Ray would keep his promises this time. She longed for the happily ever after that she had envisioned, but deep down, she knew it remained to be seen.
Sadie, you ain't getting it.
Sadie resolved to give Ray one more chance, believing in the hope of what they could become, but with cautious awareness that her heart could only take so much more. Time will tell whether Ray will truly change or whether Sadie's faith in him would lead to heartbreak once again.
It's going to lead to heartbreak. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
First of all, he ain't committed. He made promises.
Okay.
And he has empty promises, right? Also, Sadie, you're giving everything. And then the one thing you could say when you give people everything and they're not appreciative, the last thing you need to do is give them more because they're not going to appreciate that as well. Good morning, Damien.
Be grateful over little and he'll give you much.
Right. And if you pout over something small, just imagine when you get what Beyonce, Destiny's Child used to say, the first time I said no, it's like I never said yes.
Ooh, yes. And that's
I said really yes to your mama. I said yes to your daddy. I said yes.
But the first time I said no,
it was like I never said yes.
Wow. Yeah, and that's where we at. And so I think that love story of Sadie and Ray perfectly describes our relationship with the Tampa Bay.
I mean, honestly, they don't want to be here. And it's the writing on the wall. Like they're saying it, but their actions is saying something else. And love is an action word.
Yeah.
It has to follow with action.
Yes.
And
we learned that long time
right.
ago.
And so honestly, like this is how I feel.
Okay.
Like, and just putting it in the Rays.
Mm-hmm.
Like looking at this,
any resemblance to any person living or dead is really coincidental.
So yeah, but here you go and I know that there's rules about communicating outside of all this, but the county and St. Pete should always be on the same page.
You would think,
right? It should be like we moving this way, like because regardless, they're gonna be affected.
I worked out this morning, so I can't stop sweating. Hold on.
Go ahead. Oh, you got up. Oh, you did. Oh. But no, so yeah, like they should be on the same page. Because even if the county says no to their portion, it's going to affect St. Pete. Yeah. And even if St. Pete says no and the county says yes, but we already know St. Pete City Council said yes.
Yep.
Y'all still, it's still gonna be in this same little pickle.
Yeah, there's definitely a lack of clarity, and it remains to be seen. Like I've been saying, we've entered into a space where now we're going to see how bad this deal was written for the city, and the options that we've given the Rays, but not given ourselves.
Right.
And so we didn't have to approve the bonds. Like we weren't legally required to approve the bonds, but not approving them has consequences based upon the contract.
Right.
And so we basically, the council had to approve
like
the
bond. So that's kind of tired.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is even not approving, you got to be ready.
Duvet.
You got to be ready for the fight.
Right.
You know what I mean? And honestly, I don't think we ready for the fight.
No.
I really don't. I don't think we're ready for the fight, unfortunately. But I'm gonna tell you, St. Pete, get ready for the fight because I really don't think my peoples over there gonna let me down. No, come on in. Yeah, please. I don't think my people's gonna let me down over there.
Right.
I think they finna stand on straight business. County. Because it's a different, you know what I mean? Because they're thinking of everybody as the whole and not just St. Pete itself. Yeah. And they're agreeing to give money that affects the whole county. You know?
Yeah.
So this is tourist dollars that they are saying, hey, you know, this is, you know, y'all over here, but y'all want us to still do this for you, but there's no benefit. So the county understand that this is a partnership. No, you don't get nothing without us getting something too.
Right. And I think another part of the county's conversation was the, just priorities. Like we got a lot of other stuff that's happening right now. We got a lot of other needs, So let's take a minute and assess what those other needs are before we commit to.
In the county, so you bought that? Show me what you bought before we do it.
Because you're saying that
you saying it, so do it.
Yeah, but
so we're looking at it.
Yeah, and the other thing too. So last thing on this for now, but the Rays have come in and they said, so here's how it works. So they're contractually obligated for cost overruns, right? And that was one of the selling points. They was telling everybody this is a great deal because if it goes over, and all projects go over, so if the project goes over budget, then the Rays are responsible for the cost overruns. And it was like, cool. So 90 days later,
I can't do it.
Because the county delayed the vote, they're saying, well, we're going to have cost overruns, and I can't do it.
I can't do it.
That was the benefit of the deal, wasn't it?
But it's like, wait,
there was really no
but it's like, wait a minute,
deal.
what you talking about? You can't do it. Like the contract says you're responsible for these overruns, and they saying, well, yeah, I know what the contract say, but yeah, we ain't able to do it. No, they ain't say we can't do it. They say we can't do it alone.
And this is the thing is, now this is one of the things that's in their deal, on their contract.
And they're saying it with their chest. We can't do it.
Yeah, look, listen,
So
they have no problem with bucking their obligations, but forcing us to keep ours.
Yeah, and then so my question to the community is, what are we going to do when these community benefits that they've been selling, this $50 million of intentional equity and all of the stuff that
they're not doing it?
Well, no, they're going to say that they're going to do it like they did, but then when it's time to do it, they come to council and like, yeah, we were just playing.
What I just said, they're not doing it. They're not going to do it. Listen, count them for the last thing they did, and they ain't did nothing.
Yeah, well,
I'm sorry.
That's where we at. But yeah, like Nichelle said, get ready because it's going to be something. She said they had the city in a pickle. That was actually a quote from one of our council members. We are in a pickle.
Like, no, really? We is, but they them.
How you handle that? So, ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, boys and girls, we want to thank y'all. You listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on 99.1 FM WUJM. For those who are listening on 99jamstheberg.com, we appreciate it. Make sure that you like it, share it, tag it with your friends and family. Thank you for those who are listening on the TuneIn radio app, WUJM 99.1 FM. Of course, Facebook, we appreciate you. Y'all all can support. If you'd like to donate or contribute, you can go to 99jamstheberg.com, hit that donate button, and show your love. You can also give stars on Facebook. Kiana, what's stars?
Stars. You asked about stars.
I did.
Stars is on Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook give you your first 200 for free.
What?
Now, I'm going to tell you this. All our listeners been here for a while, so I'm going to assume that y'all already got y'all 200.
Okay,
but if for some reason you did it, get them now.
Right.
And if you get them because this is the first time you heard them, give them to us.
Why not?
Why
wouldn't you give them free stars to us? Yeah.
We told you about it. And you know what? You don't even have to do all 200. We will like all 200, but you can break it up. You can say, hey, this segment get 50, and then later on you give us 50 more. You can break it up.
You got 450s to work with.
But still, give them to us.
Right.
Now, once your 200 is gone, you know what else you could do?
What you could do?
You could purchase some.
Well, how much they cost?
A cent.
Wait, a penny?
1 penny. Where can you go and get anything for a penny?
On Facebook.
That's it.
Right.
And like any great deal.
Okay. The more you buy, the cheaper they are?
Yes.
So are you saying that they're less than a penny?
Less than a penny. Now, I don't know how long this deal going to last.
Okay.
Because like every good thing, sometimes it goes up.
That's right.
But it's like that right
now. Yes.
So don't miss out.
Yes.
So get those stars, give them to us. We appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And we have a guest in the building, special guest, good friend, entrepreneur, author, just extraordinary individual. My brother, Duvet Weaver.
Hey, man. Hey, thank y'all for having me on.
Mr. Closer to Our Dreams himself.
To our dreams, they say, Mr. Chase Your Dreams.
Chase your dreams.
Hey,
Let's go.
man.
Make it happen, man. So how you feel this morning, brother?
Man, I feel extremely blessed. Again, thank you guys for the opportunity. I don't know if you saw, but we just secured a partnership with a company in the UK.
Okay.
So
big news. You heard it here first for those who...
Yeah, you guys are actually hearing it here
first. What's good?
International
news.
Yeah. And then my thing is just like with our brand, it's all about how can we all do this together. So I've been telling all my friends, make sure your stuff is legit and ready to go. Because like once we go be on a podcast over there, we want to bring your product. We want to show it.
That's right.
This is what's on the other side of the water.
That's right.
Hey, caller, introduce yourself.
It's Freestyle Friday. We're talking with Duvet Weaver. What's good?
Okay.
What's going on? What's going on, Duvet? This Damian Davis, comedian Damian Davis up there like Granny Pettis.
Right on,
morning,
right
Q
on.
and John.
What's good? What's good?
Up, man? What's going on?
Hey, I want to let them know, man, it's still going down at Side Splitters, Wesley Chapel.
Okay.
Florida, the St. Pete Evasion Tour. Y'all do have 2 tickets to give away. So anybody that's want to go to Wesley Chapel and come check out the St. Pete Evasion Tour with me headliner, doing my thing the first time in a big comedy club. Y'all got 2 free tickets courtesy of Renee Edwards from the Saturday morning shop.
Right on.
And get them from the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm going to put them in Q hand
today.
Today. And what day is that show? Tell them which Sunday.
It's Sunday. It's this Sunday, December 8th. After the Bucks game, you ain't got no excuse.
You say this Sunday, but you know, we say day after tomorrow where I'm from.
Oh, well, you know, the day after tomorrow, brother. But it's after the Bucks game, so everybody be able to make it, man.
Right
this the kickoff of the St. Pete Evasion Tour. Paying St. Pete on my back. We're going all around Florida. Like I said, it's a little food stamp tour. Going all around Florida. We'll do St. Pete at the end. Then we taking it out of state, man. So y'all, hey, St. Pete, this for y'all. Y'all support. I'm y'all comedian. Y'all got me this far. I owe it to the city. First, I owe it to God, but I owe it to the city. I just want to say thank y'all to everybody, Don, the Breakfast Club, everybody that support me. Please get these tickets, man. It's my dream. I sacrificed a lot. Y'all already know. I just appreciate everything, man. Just want to thank y'all. Thank you, Brother John. Thank you, Q. I love y'all.
Love you too, big brother.
All righty.
Let's do big things, man. Let's do it. If y'all got the 2 tickets, first 2 callers, get them.
Thank you. Bless. And so, I mean, that's perfect because he's talking about, you know, how he pursuing his dream. And I want to talk about how you help people with that as well. That's one of, you know, the aspects of your brand. Would you mind telling us about, you know, just how you started, what you're doing, and what's going on?
So, I mean, if we go that far back, man, we start with
elevator version. You done did this before.
Yeah, elevator version. So, yes. So, a long time ago, I had an opportunity to mentor at-risk kids at Bogaciga High School.
Okay.
And it truly is.
Pirates.
Yeah, go Pirates.
I went to Boga, but I wasn't no pirate.
Even though I'm a Viking, I'm a still, because I worked there. But it was one of the most life-changing experiences, being able to talk to these kids that were counted out. These kids that were told, "Oh, you ain't gonna be nothing. This is your last opportunity before we kick you out this school."
Right.
And so basically, that led me to
want to get a better angle.
Oh, okay. led me to write my book, Chasing Your Dreams, Bound for Success.
Okay.
And so with that sparked basically this closer to our dreams concept of where we're really not as far away from our dreams as we think we are. So we're one connection, one book, one idea.
I like that. You know, as many times as we've talked, I didn't connect that the closer to our dreams. That's amazing though, because you're right. We are closer to our dreams than we think a lot of times.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. Yeah.
And sometimes,
just a little work.
Especially us from St. Pete, I feel like there's a scarcity mindset here that needs to be shifted.
Okay.
And the shift has to come from us, I believe, because we're the ones out here movers and shakers.
Right.
And so we have to model it so that people can basically embrace it and then start taking it on.
That's right.
And so with our brand Closer to Our Dreams, we focus on doing workshops, motivational workshops. We do with our boy Jason Bryant. We started these in 2016. Crazy situation. In 2020, we had our best DreamCon event at the Hilton downtown. And then the next week, the world shut down.
Wow.
Yeah. So you talking about well, we was on a high, and then we was like, what just happened?
Yeah.
But here's what happened. I still think that was a blessing because it allowed us to start doing virtual.
Okay.
And so that
start messing with those tools.
It starts happening.
And it really opened up the world.
Because I'm getting people reaching out to me from different countries, like I say, UK.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we see what you're doing. We actually really like that.
Right.
Our partner told me, hey, with what you're doing, nobody in our city is doing what you're doing. So if you come over here and do it, you ain't even got no competition. Really.
Okay.
And she was like, the people are actually craving it because they coming to me asking for it because her business is she runs events.
Okay.
But she runs events for huge companies.
Right.
So she was like, hey, there's all these Black professionals that want to get together, but nobody's doing it.
Okay.
And I don't have the
Nobody's
time.
creating a space for them.
Right?
Yeah.
So she was like, I'll just license out what you do with your IP. That's why, again, anyone listening to this, take note. What you have in your mind is your intellectual property.
Right.
What you got to stop doing is giving all your ideas away for free. You need to write it down.
Okay.
You need to have some kind of contract. Get with a lawyer. Anyone that comes through our program, they get to talk to our lawyer for free.
Okay.
Right? Because we want them to understand, like, hey, this business. We're not playing with this. And so when you have intellectual property, that means someone can license out your product, that's your IP.
Yeah.
And then now they can run it, and they could be running it in a whole nother country.
Okay.
And that's how your brand grows organically. And that's what we focus on doing.
Okay. Do you help people with that license? Like if I have an idea and I want to get it licensed and I got this thought, man.
Yeah.
Can you help me with that?
So we sit down.
Okay.
We see where you are at in the process.
Okay.
Like, what do you have on paper? And then we say, all right, once you go through one of our programs, now you can talk to the lawyer. You get a free 30-minute consultation.
Okay.
And usually that's $500. You know, lawyers ain't cheap. That's $500. Yeah. So we have that partnership where I say, hey, look, these are people that are at the bottom. They trying to get started. Once they come through our program, we know they serious.
Okay.
Because we don't want to waste his time. He's like one of the biggest real estate attorneys in St. Pete.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna give his name out because I don't want him. He's already drowning in emails and everything. So I don't want to blow him up. But basically, he told me, "Hey, I love what you're doing so much. When they go through your program, just let me know. Send me a text. Hey, this person will be calling, and they just need to say, hey, I'm coming through Closer to Our Dreams, and it's cool."
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Good morning, Fancy.
What up, though? What it do? What the business is?
Fancy?
Fancy Nancy.
This Fancy Nancy. This how I gotta connect with you. We've been trying to do something for months, but she just so busy.
It'd be like that though. It'd be like that. It took me maybe 3 or 4 months before we connected, but when we connected and locked in, like she took off, man, and Fusion 49. So yeah, everything happens when it's supposed to happen.
Yes.
But definitely, man, and I love what you're doing and what you're bringing. And like you said, bringing that type of program into our community, being able to put people into a funnel to say, okay, where you at in your process, and here's how we can help you level up, skill up.
Yeah, and I've been told this, and it kind of gets me mad. It's like, man, what, you should go take this somewhere else, man. If you take it somewhere else, you blow up.
Yeah.
I said that's cool, but where's the impact in that?
Yeah.
And like when I think about the city of St. Pete and we see what's here.
Yeah.
So some of us, and I say it's two types of people.
Yeah.
There's some of us that are getting extremely upset about what's coming, and then there's those of us who saying, all right, where can I get my piece of the pie?
Yeah.
And so we just have to get in that mindset of there's abundance, man.
It's like Reno always said, man, we can't stand in the complaint line.
No.
Yeah.
Because that line full.
Yeah, that's a long line.
That's
a long line.
It's a line around the block.
Look, Keanu's got the screw face over there. Look.
No, you need,
you can't stand in the complaint.
You got to be solution based.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And again, there's complaining
with
no, like, hey, what we doing?
Yeah.
And then there's, okay, we're trying to discover the problem, and then we also have a solution.
Yeah.
I still remember one of my best managers. She said, you're either part of the problem or you're part of the solution. You choose.
Yeah.
That's
right?
it.
Yeah.
And you choose. So if you know what the problem is, all right, cool. We know what the problem. We've identified
right.
What is our solution? So I see a lot of people complain about this contract, right?
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
So how do we combat that? That's always my thing. Like, how do we go in and say, hey, look, we don't like this.
I'll tell you this.
Okay.
This is what my thoughts are, and this is when we talk about organizing. So this is where I am with that. Mm-hmm. Like, you hear me give my perspective and my position and where we are, and I'm highlighting like real time. This is where we are. That's not going to stop as we start moving closer to our dreams, right? Right? No pun intended. Right?
I love it.
But knowing that there are a lot of promises that have been made for development, like there's got to be somebody, some groups, and some entity in our city to hold them accountable for the promises that have been made. It's $50 million in intentional equity that they propose. It's 1,200 units of affordable housing that have been proposed. The Carter G. Woodson Museum Fund. Like, all of these things are going to have to be, like, it's not like, oh yeah, we say we're going to do it, we're going to do it. You're going to have to stay on them to do it and make them do it. And then the other part of it, to your point, is these jobs that have been proposed for the work and these contracts, helping people get ready to take advantage of those contracts, right? That's another part of it. It's like, okay, well, if there's a $1 million contract for small businesses, but your company can only handle $250,000. How you navigate that? Like, those are types of conversations that we're going to start having now. It's like, okay, well, can 4 of y'all get together? Yeah. 4 of y'all, 250,000 people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And here's the problem. Again, this is a mindset thing. People here in St. Pete feel we all competing. We not.
I want to stop you real quick.
Okay.
Because you keep saying people here in St. Pete.
Okay.
That's not just a St. Pete thing.
It's
not a St. Pete thing.
Okay.
That's a universal thing. Like, because I'm a member of the Nation of Islam.
Okay.
All over the
all over,
United States and
the
international. And when you go into other communities, you will find that that's not unique to our city. Okay. I think it's a multiplier in our space because St. Pete is small, and then you got South St. Pete, which is even smaller. So everybody say St. Pete small. We ain't talking about St. Pete. We talking about South St. Pete.
And you know what?
Most of the time. You know what I'm saying?
And when you say it, you know the people here.
Yeah.
And you don't know the people anywhere else, because if you go to any other city, the people that's in that community, they're having the same conversations.
But we go in like, hey man, y'all got it going on. We took a trip to Durham. Right. In 2019. We went to Durham, North Carolina. Okay. As a part of the One Community Plan. So we would, because they got comparable demographics. They've done some buildings, some build outs, community stuff. Great work. They have a Black Wall Street just like 20 Seconds. So like our historical, and in their Black Wall Street, there was like an insurance company nationwide that fueled a lot of the economics in that area. But we went to Durham, all googly eyed, like, man, well, it's hard in St. Pete. So we go to Durham, like they finished, like show us how to get ourselves together and do it right. You know what I mean? Because they ain't like St. Pete. Man, we got to talking to them people and telling them what we was dealing in St. Pete, and they was like, "Man, you know
what? Think of it like this, real quick.
Yeah.
We hear about Black men getting stopped by police and mistreated. Yeah. Not only here, but everywhere in the world. So it's the same thing.
It's universal. So you have a universal issue, but I think that hyper local focus is always where you start. But there's no starting there, and when you see these challenges, they're not unique to us. Because, and I mean, it was maybe 20 of us, 25.
I remember when y'all went.
Yeah, Corey was there. Like we got to bring that group back too.
Introduce yourself.
You got a lot.
Good morning. How y'all doing today?
Doing good.
Good morning, Sharonda.
Yeah, I had to call in because I like what Brother John was saying, that it's not a St. Pete thing. It's a universal thing. And with the mindset of knowing that it's a universal thing, we got to always think about, listen, let's stop worrying about the people who don't want to collab. Worry about the people who do want to collab and just collab.
That's
and
right.
network.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate
So we
that.
got work to do.
Yeah.
We got work to do. And collaboration is in the air. So we're going to put that in 2025. Big collaboration in St. Pete. And it's on like popcorn. Like my husband say, up there like
Granny panties. Right on. Thank you for calling.
All right.
Oh, you
Bye.
Tunnel vision marketing, y'all.
Yeah.
Well, and then let me clear because for y'all come trying to cancel me.
No, ain't nobody canceling
Ain't
you.
nobody canceling, man. This is what we do here.
Okay, so
we
it's
build
a conversation.
We build
talking.
it. Yeah, we build
So
it.
Closer to Our Dreams is all about collaboration. Our motto is together we can achieve more.
Yeah.
So of course the goal is, hey man, and even especially with the contracting thing, I know because I know a couple of people go after government contracts. I have said multiple times, let's all get together and create a collective.
Yeah.
And so with the collective, hey, we got 6 businesses that's doing different things now. It's more attractive.
That's right.
When we go bid on that contract.
That's right.
Because all of us we checking all the boxes.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's our goal with doing that. And we just want to make sure we educating the people and giving them the tools and the resources.
I love what you do. Like I'm looking at it. You had the fifth and third.
The Fifth Third, yeah.
Right.
That's what I want to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah. I see the videos. You out there trying to get them the $5,000. Now, are they giving out just one $5,000? Or they?
So the goal is 5.
So let's, before you go too far into that, let's step back and talk about.
Oh, for the people who don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
For the people who don't follow Duvet and those who may be on the radio audience on your way to work in the car, whatever, and they have no idea what this is. So Fifth Third Bank.
So Fifth Third Bank, for those of you who don't know, I also work for Fifth Third Bank. I'm a personal banker over there. If you need a business account, personal account, we got you. But they did a grant. We are doing a grant for $5,300.
Fifth Third, I see what you did.
Fifth Third,
I see what you did.
You see what you did, right?
5,300.
So we have an opportunity for 5 businesses to get that.
Okay.
Now, me being who I am, I'm always gonna go above and beyond. And I was like, man, how can I help put my people on?
Yeah.
So I'm going after hours.
We dropping it over here.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm taking a page out of Trump book.
Man, I'm going.
I got
after
my mama-in-law, my auntie, right?
And who read it?
Yeah.
I'm texting everybody who got it.
Yeah.
You got your business. There's a couple people. That's why I tell you, get your stuff in order. There's a couple people that told me they not filed with the state.
Okay.
So, okay, you out here doing your business, but you ain't filed with it. I can't help you.
Yeah.
I want to give you the opportunity, but I can't help you. So you gotta make sure you're doing stuff the right way. So when opportunities like this come, you get a chance. So I'm real excited. I was able by myself to nominate 30 businesses.
Oh wow.
30.
Thank you.
30. And I'm like, and I wanted to do more.
Yeah.
I wanted to do more. It wasn't until the last week that my manager was like, she approved me to kind of go do it after hours. Like if she had told me that in the beginning, I did 100.
Okay.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy because I know everybody. So
right.
I would have been like, yo, because I'm in Tampa. I would have went to Orlando.
Right.
Wherever. Whoever got a business.
Okay.
Who's within the vicinity of a Fifth Third, they can be nominated.
Now, did you have
eligibility?
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Did you have to have an account with Fifth and Third to do? Oh, okay.
That's the crazy thing. You did not have to have an account. That does not matter. There was a certain template. If you look at my post, I had to use that template every time. But anytime, this was what I did for the homies.
Yeah.
I say, hey, look, man, throw your little commercial in there too.
Yeah.
Because I'm like the CEO of Fifth Third is gonna be watching this, Mr. Tim Spence.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, throw a little thing in there for your business. So if they ever come to St. Pete, now I could be like, yo, go check out Robinson's Italian Night.
Right on.
The Catalyst.
Yeah.
All these spots. So
right.
I'm like, I want to put on for you, but you gotta have your stuff in order.
I hear that.
He wanted to say your ish, but he
self-censorship. So you're listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on 99 Gems. We have special guest Duvet Weaver, Coach D, closer to our dreams in the building. He's talking about a program that they have at Fifth Third, and they're nominating small businesses for a $5,300 grant. And what are some of the eligibility requirements?
That's the thing, man. It was pretty vague. They just needed to be filed with the state. In the beginning, it was like, hey, try to do brick and mortar or like a food truck. But then at the end, it was kind of like, all right, let's just go out here.
If they file with the state, then
you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, especially because where we're located, the storms.
Yeah.
So I had one girl where I was trying to do Yummy's St. Pete, I think it is. It's like a smoothie place on the north side. I was trying to do her, but she let me know, and I did not know that. She was like, man, the storm knocked me out, so I can't participate.
So she's not in business now?
Well, she's doing like delivery.
But her brick and mortar was destroyed because
destroyed.
I hear that.
Yeah,
I hear that.
Like, I can't. So I was like, don't worry about it. I'll just take some pictures. Send me some of your family. You know, we'll throw that on there. And then if you got time, throw a little commercial.
Right.
But again, being in a position to give them an opportunity. I said, I always preface like, look, I don't control who wins.
Yeah.
So don't be like, oh, dude,
why you ain't pick me?
Hey, but I'll put you in.
You're not Jay-Z in the Super Bowl.
Right. Not yet.
Cue up, Kiana.
Not yet. Wait, what you trying to be in the Super Bowl? What you trying to do?
We're talking about that Super Bowl decision. That's been a hot topic, right?
Hey, I feel like Lil Wayne gonna show up.
He should.
He just gonna pull up.
He's gonna pop out and show him.
Listen.
Right.
We'll just
another topic.
Another topic.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But we talking about we're talking about this business and how to get this money, man.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that the businesses have been nominated, is the nomination process still open?
It's over. It was December 1st was the last day. Bless you.
Thank you.
December 1st was the last day.
Okay.
I don't even know. I'm sure there's some kind of committee that's watching it. But
okay.
We had to use the hashtag Love53.
Okay.
But also, I mean, Fifth Third is a great relationship bank, man. If you're looking for a bank that really gonna fight for you, like you need a business.
See that we bank with Fifth Third.
Okay,
I was banking with Fifth Third at one point.
Yeah. Is that a conversation we got to have with the manager offline?
We'll talk like what we got to do to bring it back.
Right.
But basically, you know, it's over for that portion. And
okay,
I'm not sure. I think they said mid-December we should know.
Okay,
we should have some kind of like, hey, who won? And I'm hoping they just pick, you know, at least one of my my businesses.
Is it a nationwide thing?
Yeah, wherever there's a Fifth Third, and I think we're in like 13 different markets.
Okay.
So that's still real good because look, 13 different markets is big, but not as big as it could be.
Because we're closer to our dream.
Right.
I love it.
Closer to my dream. Hey.
I'm telling you, because
we gotta play that song. Well, I need Guapolo. Somebody can we play Guapolo? I
don't know what that song is. Does that mean I'm old?
To my dream?
Yeah, closer to my dream.
It's a song. Close. That's our theme song. Closer to my dream.
You ain't hear me over here just,
that's
and
right.
then that's what.
That's what made me like.
I just don't know who sang it though. Maybe you said it.
I think it's Guapole.
Okay, we'll find it.
We'll find it.
Find it, y'all.
Hey, I'm popping. I need to be on the show. They chiming in.
That's right.
They chiming in.
That's what the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club do.
Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
Right here in the building, y'all.
Let's go. Sure, I can just come here early and just go walk me to work.
Don't start nothing. It won't be nothing.
Hey, man, I love this.
Because I mean, what you bringing, you are bringing, you know, this information about these resources and these opportunities, and that was another reason why I was like, you know, come through, man, if you got some time.
Yeah,
because I wanted people to be able to hear about what this opportunity is, what it means to the city, and then of course the other things that you're doing, like the networking events. Let's talk about the networking events.
So yes, I host networking events, and people don't realize this. I'm actually an introvert.
Okay.
So because they see me like speaking all over, they think, "Oh man, he on." Like, no, bro. Yeah. Like, I can't wait for the day I could just shut social media off.
Yeah.
But I got to do this to be that personality. So I noticed when I had to go to all these networking events downtown, it felt super stuffy. It felt like I was always out of place because, again, I'm the only black person down there. So I said, what can I create where all people that attend could feel welcome?
Okay.
And so
I like that.
Yeah, we created networking vibe.
This is a word they used to use, but I don't think you can use it no more. They call that inclusive.
Oh.
Yeah.
And don't say it no more.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're going to be
you can't say
excluded.
Yeah, because now you got people in government that don't like the word inclusive. They don't like
it. Makes other people feel uncomfortable.
Equity and inclusion.
Yeah.
Like those are, and so, but what you're saying is you wanted to create an inclusive space where everybody felt like they can participate.
Yeah.
Everybody felt welcome.
Because
that's what DEI really is.
And now they saying, forget it.
Walmart, like, no, we ain't doing that. And the whole world is like getting away from that. But I hear that. And what you're saying speaks to why that's necessary and why another one of those things that we should be pushing back on is this they call that woke. Like just saying that I'm gonna create a space for people to come in and be included and feel comfortable. That's been branded as woke.
And that's why we need our own infrastructures.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way we can go about controlling that.
You
know
what
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so even my boy here, Sam, Sam has come to multiple. He said the best networking events.
Okay.
And the reason is because I really focus on the people.
Yeah.
Like I want them to, like, we did one at the Moxie St. Pete.
Okay.
So when that first opened up, again, it's all about who you know.
Yeah.
Because I was not invited to their soft grand opening by who I thought I would be invited.
Okay.
People that look like me.
Wow.
So I get there.
It's funny because you know what? I was invited and I didn't go.
Oh, okay.
But see, and then the Moxie,
it's because I'm a city council member.
But,
So, you know what I mean?
But
that
the
kind of stuff.
Moxie is known for their urban kind of like their hotel. They want our demographic.
Yeah, because I get invited to a bunch of ribbon cuttings and grand openings and groundbreakings and
you can't make them all.
Yeah. It's
so I got to go.
Yeah.
And I got to speak to the sales director. And I told her about what I was doing with Network and Vibe. And she was like, man, we would love to have you there. Nice. Have you do an event there, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking it's going to cost a certain amount. Man, this lady sent me an invoice. That thing said $0.
Right on.
Because it's like, they understand the power, right? So when you get there, and Sam know, because he came, we had 20 people. We sold out that event. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you, they stayed. The event ended at 8. They stayed at like 10.
Yeah. Right.
Because the vibe.
Because the vibe. So you got the networking and vibe. Yeah.
And it's like it's all about bringing it.
Good morning, Auntie Rita.
Right.
I gotta say hey to my auntie.
You do?
Oh, she on the phone?
Yeah.
She on the phone?
No, she's. I'm looking at her.
She tapped in.
Oh, she tapped in. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, with the networking vibe, that's the whole concept. It's a safe space for introverts. Mm-hmm. And so we don't do more than 30 people.
Okay.
We keep it tight. And when I tell you, every time, it gives me chills when I talk about it. Every time we've done one, I have 3 or 4 people come up, man, thank you so much. Yeah. Like I'm naturally an introvert and these things usually freak me out. But he's like, the way you orchestrated, the way you have us break off into groups and like come back and then we all introduce ourselves is like perfect. And it's like, that's why I do it.
Right.
So that people could come in, feel comfortable and know that, hey, this ain't no throw your business cards and everybody. It's like, no. And then I tell people there is a strategic way to network.
I saw that post, man.
Yeah. It's like, bro, why are you going in trying to meet 100 people? No, you know who the key 3 to 5 people you need to meet. So as soon as you meet that person or those people, you can. All right.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Not anybody else's bonus.
Right.
So you gotta go in and be.
When I saw that, it was. I appreciated that because I think you hear networking events, and for somebody who doesn't go to these types of events, but understands that this is something that you have to do in order to build your brand and all of that stuff.
Yes.
Having some type of guidance or direction of like, okay, how do I show up? What am I doing when I get to this event? I thought that was really helpful, and it was just something that was lost on me when I saw that. I was like, "Oh,
I like it," and I like because a lot of people they assume, like you say, you like the attention. They assume like we're on radio, so they assume we like. Every time I have to speak, I'm like, do I really want? I have to like coach myself in that. Yeah. Every phone call I make about networking, and I have a huge networking, But every time I have to make a phone call, it gives me something. Like I'm like,
you get a reaction to it,
right? You really do. So they don't, and
I thought that was just. I said wow because I thought that was just.
No. Every time I'm like, I gotta, and I know I gotta do it, right? Like I literally have to coach myself into doing it. Like, go ahead, do it. But this is what like defines you of chasing your, and not just chasing your dreams, but catching your dreams.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because you can be chasing your tail all the time and not doing anything, but like actually catching your dreams is overcoming the fears and then actually going out there.
Hey, real quick, I want to give some people.
Good morning, Russia.
You got to scoot in a minute, right?
Yeah, I got to scoot. So my coach, and again, if you do not have a coach, I promise you, it is the best investment you will ever make. So I have a confidence coach.
Okay,
and he is the man. His name's Zan the Man. And,
literally,
literally the man. That's his brand.
Yeah.
And so one of the things he said is, and it was so powerful. He said, when you get nervous, focus on service. Because he said most times when you get nervous, you thinking about, what this person think of me and all this. Yeah. He's like, man, if you just focus on the service, it take all that away.
All the nerves.
Like, hey, man, I'm here trying to. When you making that call, the person receiving your call, I would be willing to bet money is benefiting more than you making the call.
Yeah.
In most
cases,
cases,
right.
it's like, hey,
the benefit to them is going to be greater than the benefit to me for making the call. Right. Yeah,
I promise you. And so once he shared that with me, it gave me a new level of confidence. I'm like, oh, okay. If I am starting to feel a little,
that's right.
Even now, and I noticed it when someone came up and talked to me, and it was like, hey man, I'm seeing you a little different. Like when you're on stage now, it's like it's just.
Because that nugget, that nugget,
that little, because it was like I'm not no longer thinking about what everybody thinks. It's like I'm just here to serve.
I'm here to present.
Even with that talk with the men's, oh man, I was like, that to me was so beautiful, and being able to speak at the Men's Matter, and when I had like 5 or 6 dudes come up to me, I was like, man.
Yeah,
like it touched me.
Listen, I want to do this because you said I think 8:30, right? You got to school, so I want people to be able to know how they can connect with you. Like, where can they find you? If there's an upcoming event, like that call to action for folks, so that we don't miss that. They usually tell us to say the important thing first.
Yeah,
it's all good, because if you run out of time, at least you said the thing that you really needed to say up front.
Yeah,
and so just date, time, location. If there's anything that you want to direct people to, any place that people can go to connect with you.
So for anything business wise, you can connect with us on our Instagram. It's just CTOD. You'll see a wolf. That's us. Okay. And so anything you need as far as business, connect there. For me, Coach D Talks, and then go to closertoourdreams.com. My designer is updating our website. So right now it's mainly focused on merch, but then it's going to start having our events and everything there, because we want to control it. We like Eventbrite, but we know they taxing on these fees.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna move it to where we have control. And then
closertoourdreams.com.
Yeah, just closertoourdreams.com.
It's in the chat, y'all.
Yes, in the chat. Yeah. And then the last thing is we are putting together a holiday party December 23rd at the Catalyst.
Right on.
Because I'm always support my
brother.
Shout
out to JB, Dan,
I'm always support
Chris,
my brother Jason.
JB, Jason Bryant.
New Era thinking.
Yeah, New Era's called for new thinking.
Yes, right. It's like stuck in my head too when I say
it's just branded.
It's branded, brother. It's branded. And so that's the next event we're doing.
Okay.
And all I'm gonna say
December 23rd.
December 23rd at the Catalyst.
Okay.
All I want to say is in 2025, get ready. Because we coming.
Right
and
on.
We got a team of 10 people. We focused on. I told the team in our last meeting, I said, it's not about money for us. It's about impact.
Yeah.
How can we impact people's lives?
That's
and
right.
We're going to allow them to tell us what they need.
That's right.
Right.
So you focus on the impact, the income will follow. Yeah. Yes, that's it. Mm-hmm. The income will follow. Well, thank you again for stopping by, big brother. Pleasure. I appreciate it. I know you're an early riser, so this wasn't too much for you. Yeah. A lot of times we get people in here and they like struggling to kind of make it through. So thank you. Oh yeah, no, it's real. Yeah. I'm an aspirational morning person. I get up though. Yeah. But no, it's great, man.
I don't like the mornings, but I'm up.
Yeah, she's committed. That's what
I'm just committed. Because I'm up at 5. I don't want to, Lord knows.
Yeah.
I don't want to be up.
Yeah.
But I'm committed.
But what's the alternative though?
To be asleep.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you again, big brother. I appreciate you, man. Always love. And we got a lot of work in front of us. There's much more that needs to be done and needs to be said. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, boys and girls, that was Coach D, Duvet Weaver, Closer to Our Dreams. We put a link in the chat, closertoourdreams.com. You can connect with him. You heard what he said about his social.
He got some good stuff going on.
A lot of good stuff going on, a lot of great work. And unfortunately, for those who missed it, that 5,300, we just gonna wait and see how those who get it.
Depending, they might run it back. You never know.
More than likely, yeah. But and Russia Collins, Russia said, proud of you, Duvet Weaver.
Now, also, since Duvet's leaving, well, I was talking about the blessed bags that we're doing on the 21st, and we're teaching the kids about organizing and everything like that. So they're gonna get together and help us put these blessed bags. Now, remember, I threw it out there, and people said they want to donate. So we did do a GoFundMe, and I'm gonna post it we're fundraising like $500.
Yep.
For a matter of fact, I just put the GoFundMe in the chat.
Okay.
For if you want to donate to the blessed bags, they're gonna go towards giving them out to the homeless. We're going to make these bags. The kids are going to help. And if you also want to participate and even have your kids come in and help make the bags, that is more than welcome to do that, because it's a community event. My family just, we're organizing it, but everybody is welcome.
You say your family is like, y'all don't need no help. When you said your family, I just thought about like 20 people. Like, okay, who else? What else do you need? But no, I hear that.
Yeah, because we really want to make an impact, and so we're doing that. So
that's great.
And the GoFundMe is there.
And then we also have talking about community events right now. So there is trying to get it was sent to me. There's a youth crime prevention and intervention program, community forum, empowering youth to build a safer community, recognizing and preventing risk together. This is going to be happening at the Campbell Park Recreation Center this Saturday, December 7th from 10 to 12. It's in partnership with the St. Pete Police Department, Pinellas County Sheriff's. I see the NAACP's logo on here and the Pinellas County Urban League. Again, Youth Crime Prevention and Intervention Program Community Forum will be happening Saturday, December the 7th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And he said something about the mental health, the men's conference that he came at, because a lot of people have kind of came back and asked, "Hey, when y'all running it back?" We are.
Oh, it was like queued up, ready to go, and then Hurricane Bonnie and Clyde,
like they came, boop boop.
Look, Bonnie and Clyde came through,
right? And they were like old Mike Tyson, not new Mike Tyson. Like they kind of like knock you out.
They were like young Mike Tyson.
Not the old one.
Not the 60, almost 60-year-old Mike.
Yeah,
Tyson.
no, the 23-year-old Mike Tyson, right?
Gotcha.
And so it put some delays on there, but I just want to say that these are things that's still near and dear to our heart, and so you will see them. They have not, been just swept away, because a lot of times people say like people do things and then they don't see what the outcome, right? They don't last, but this is lasting,
right?
Everlasting. Good morning, Matt Bird.
Right on, Matt B. What's good, my brother?
Mm-hmm.
And then also, there's an upcoming event. Actually, this morning. That's where I'm heading. So you can join us for an important discussion on community health and the future of healthy homes in St. Pete. That'll be today at 11:30 at the Center for Health Equity. Mm-hmm. And the event will actually explore the benefits of establishing a Healthy Homes Community Coalition to improve health outcomes in our community, especially in the wake of the recent hurricanes. So you'll learn what defines a healthy home and how a coalition can make a difference. We're also going to discuss emerging health needs from the impact of the hurricanes on residents, get a better understanding of the goals of the City of St. Pete's lead reduction program, and also collaborating and identifying key stakeholders to help drive this initiative forward. So if you want to come through, man, it'll be at 11:30 at the Center for Health Equity. And they feeding people. So if you
that's one thing they always do, feed people.
They're gonna feed you.
They're gonna feed you. It starts at 10, right?
11:30.
11:30. Okay.
11:30. Yeah. So yeah, y'all pull up. Come through. Lots of great stuff happening, man. Just Freestyle Friday. I got invited. So I know you are a resident mermaid. I was gonna tell you about this.
Okay, go ahead. It sounds exciting now that you do the mermaid and that.
Did you see? Have you seen the Florida Aquarium? They have like them deep dive suits where you can get under the. I'm going. Yeah, I'm going. I got invited. Shout out to Kimbrielle Finch from Courageously.
I just seen Kimbrielle. Can I get invited too? I just seen you hop on. I'm looking at you right now.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
No, I did. Kimbrielle.
But she put me down, and I'm going.
Can I get down?
And I'm gonna tell you,
I want to be down.
So you know her organization is Courageous League,
right? I love
formerly Swim with Kim. And she does like swimming lessons. She's really big into aquatics and helping us learn how to swim. I don't know if she still is, but she used to work at the Genie Hall pool. Did an amazing job over there, really creating some culture, bringing a lot of things over there to the pool. And so she's doing her thing, right? And so she called me up, and she's amazing, like person. Always have like great energy. So when I called her back,
she's been like this since a baby too.
So I called her back, and she was like, "How courageous are you?" And I'm like, "Okay." That's a big question. Where are we going with this?
Don't you chicken out either.
I'm not. I'm in. I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to do it. My daughter gonna come with me too, cause she like, I told her that I'm gonna be in the water with this huge turtle, and she was like, I want to go too. My oldest daughter, so we gonna we gonna have like a daddy-daughter day over at the aquarium. But thank you, Kimbrielle. It's Saturday.
Kimbrielle, it's not too late to add me in. Find out. Your wife said you're crazy.
I ain't crazy. I'm just committed. Look, I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm courageous, not crazy, right? but I mean, I think it was just so appropriate because again, she said courageous leap, right? It's her organization. And so when she called and she was like, well, when I talked to her, and she was like, how courageous are you on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm like, probably about like a 5 when it comes to water.
She said, literally turn up the volume as you mention it.
Yeah.
No, Kimbrielle put me on the list.
Yes, because I call her our resident mermaid. She loves the water, and that's why I thought that I would share that with you.
Oh, no, even if not, it's something that I would love to do. Hold on.
Right on.
We got a caller.
This might
Friday. Be Kimbrielle.
And hold on. And also, we got 2 tickets for the show
on Saturday.
Show. So
if it's a date night, if you want to go out to a comedy show, come on out. Like, we got 2 free tickets. Go ahead.
Call us Freestyle Friday. You're on the line. Introduce yourself. What's on your mind?
Hey, what's up? This is one and only Mr. Edmund.
Hey,
right on. Right on.
You sound all professional.
I'm in a new professional setting, so
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You sound like it.
I mean, he even sound like he got on a button-up shirt right about now.
I got to play the cards in front of me, man.
That's right. I know that's right, my brother.
Hey,
what's
great
on your
show,
mind, man?
I want to give a big shout out to Duvet, man.
Mm-hmm.
Great brother, man. Great work he doing. Big shots out to Brother John trying to take the big plunge, the big leap.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Courageous leap. I'm doing it, brother.
Yes, courageous you is, my brother.
Yeah, I'm going on. I mean, we going in.
I'm not usually jealous.
Yeah.
But I'm really I really feel some. Kimbrielle, I think I done known you longer than Brother John.
Yeah.
I know you when you was at Yvonne C. Reeves. Like when you was in kindergarten, you know, like you go
you
way
really
back.
in your Philly, you like way back, like Cadillac seats. Right? What's on your mind, Mr. Edmund?
Oh man, I got a lot on my mind right now. I just want to stop in and say good job, great show. I might be back next week.
Right on. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We looking forward to seeing you, man.
Look, his voice was a little bit deeper. He was like, yeah.
Okay, so and then Russia, she says that's exciting. I'm 2 out of 10 as courageousness in water. Yeah. I was about a 5. I said 5.
I'm probably like
before I knew where we was going with it. But then when she said that, I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll do that. I could. And then this is the thing that got me. She was like, you know, when you put the hood on, you could breathe normal, like because like that. I tried snorkeling one time. And I just couldn't figure out how to breathe.
So even with snorkeling, right? Oh, she say she got me next time.
Okay, right on.
Okay, I'm not jealous no more. Okay,
she said you don't even respond. I knew it was over.
She must be talking to Nancy.
She said, okay. She said your next group, you next Q.
Yes. Okay.
Right on. You heard it here.
No, with snorkeling,
okay,
right? Because it is because you're underwater, you're supposed to breathe normal. Right.
That's what threw me up. Like how I'm underwater and gonna breathe normal.
Because you have all the stuff, you got the stuff on your back, and you go in. Like the first time I went snorkeling, they taught us.
So no, you went like if you got the stuff on your back,
scuba diving.
I'm just talking about just a little thing sticking out the water.
Yeah, that's fine too.
I can't do that.
No, but scuba diving, you're supposed to.
When I see that snorkeling wasn't working, I'm like, I ain't trying to go no farther.
So true story about snorkeling. I think I told you when we went to St. Thomas, like we got on all our little snorkeling stuff and we go out, boom, 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 boom. And they say, don't go this far. Now, y'all know.
Yeah, you the one that ride this dang on thing from.
Yes.
And get.
So I'm out there, right? So it's me, Janice, and HJ.
Okay.
Right? My cousin Keisha, this is her husband, HJ. What are they doing? What? Then Corey,
going where them people told you don't go.
Corey was like, They go run to get the man who rented us. So he get his binoculars. He looking. He say, "It looks like they're talking."
Y'all done went way out on the deep end to have a chit chat.
No, but it was so calming and peaceful, like out there, like seeing like the fish
but
and
you
all
had to really go like past.
But it was just like you just going. So it's like, oh, like I'm in heaven, right?
Yeah,
like I'm like, ooh,
yeah.
And then we come back. Keisha's like, you can't take my husband nowhere. But HJ is always my go-to, right? Because she said she got like health, she got insurance on both of us.
Okay. You're the daredevils. No, I hear that.
HJ always.
You gotta have a riding partner. You gotta have somebody
HJ
that's gonna do all the things with you. So you know, look, it's Freestyle Friday. We having a great conversation. Oh, my wife said Mr. Edmonds using his Barry White voice. Right? so yeah, but no, I think definitely, man, we want to encourage us as a part of this work. The other thing too, with like getting the call from Kimberly, we talking about being in the water. I'm doing the Sea Trek on Saturday at the Florida Aquarium. But the broader conversation, I was actually blessed to also participate in a documentary around having Black people get in the water and our relationship with the water, because they got this narrative like we don't get in the water. So shout out to Dr. Hillary Van Dyke, an amazing documentary that was put together.
Good, but what was that? You should have been. I love the water.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was invited, so I ain't that.
Yeah,
dude.
You can't get it.
So, like I'm invited home. Kiana, you ought to come, and I ain't like, nah.
I know
that ain't.
I know.
I know people who do that, but I'm just not one.
Depending, so I can. So I would ask first. Like I'm one of the people, but if I know that like it's beneficial and that you can add something to it, I'd be like, hey, yo, this person may be like a good, know what I mean, person that you add into it. But you got to be careful. Like I don't like honestly, I'm joking. Like I never overstep myself.
I know.
But when it comes to the water, that's my thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And so so definitely thank you for that, and thank you for everybody who's blacking outside. So we had Duvet here earlier, and he was talking about some of the bank fees and different things that's happening with the bank. And so in the spirit of this conversation around fees, I wanted to share the story that I saw. The USDA is
I'm sick of them too. I don't even know
what the story is.
Yeah, I'm sick of them.
This is actually a good one. This is
okay, go ahead.
Story. So the USDA, they banned school lunch fees for low income families.
Oh, that's good.
And it's actually building on the legacy of the free meal advocacy that was done by the Black Panther Party. We're going to talk about it. But starting in 2027-2028 school year, the U.S. Department of Agriculture will prohibit schools from charging processing fees to families that are eligible for free or reduced lunch meals. The policy aims to alleviate the financial burdens for low-income families who often face the disproportionate cost due to transaction fees associated with these electronic payment systems. And so if you have students or children, scholars that are in school and they're on free lunch or reduced lunch, you could like put money on a card, in order for them to have like their account. Like my mama used to leave, I was on reduced lunch. She used to leave like 40 cents on the bed.
It was 40 cents.
It was 40 cents. So she'd leave me my 40 cents. You know what I mean? But now they got cards, and what's happening is they're charging these fees to load your cards. And so if it's a $4 lunch, you might be paying $2, or I'm exaggerating.
That's crazy.
But
they're gonna get the money.
But they're getting these processing fees. And so what's happening is the processing companies charge families up to $3.25 or 4 to 5% per transaction, which adds a significant cost to families who qualify for the reduced lunch program. And so if you load these smaller amounts, if you're not putting a whole bunch of money on it, you probably end up paying like 60 cents per dollar just in fees.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like if you put $1 on your account, 60 cents of that is going to go to a fee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so what they're doing is they actually removing as a criterion.
If they're free or reduced lunch, right?
Yeah.
That means that they in a financial burden anyway.
Yep.
So you're gonna then still pay. Stop it.
Yeah. And so exactly what you just said. Low income families already face these barriers. And then so by them reducing these fees is actually helping. They said the fees these fees collectively cost families over $100 million a year, according to a report by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. And by eliminating these processing fees, the USDA aims to ensure that more families can access affordable school meals without this unnecessary financial strain. And congratulations to the USDA on that. We appreciate you for doing that. Now we'd like to see something like that with the prison system. Because if you got family in prison, you know that those fees are ridiculous. And so,
especially with the JPay.
I think they're using a different system now, but yeah.
Okay, see?
Yeah. It's still like JPay, but it's just not called JPay. Like, I don't know if it's just the prison that, that I'm connected to. But they don't use JPay.
They don't
anymore.
use JPay no more?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's another company, but
but
it's still ridiculous.
The
like the fees that you do. So if you if you send $20, it's gonna cost you $5. So you do that 4 times. If you send $20 4 times,
they get 100.
They get basically the equivalent of one of your payments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so like you paying these exorbitant fees to send you.
Yeah, because it's $5. So yeah, you're right. So they getting
getting it, right? And so we're like,
and then they already get federal dollars. They already getting free labor. They already
yes.
And then they tacking on all that. And then them prisoners don't get nothing extra. Like they bed when people get out of prisons, their backs hurt. You know what I mean? And I ain't saying like you need to be in the most comfortable situation. I know it's supposed to be kind of like punishment, but
I like how you said that. You get it. Yeah, for those who need a qualifier.
Right.
Because people would think, oh my God, she's saying they should be comfortable in prison.
No, but I think it should, like
your health shouldn't suffer. Like you shouldn't.
Right.
And then the other part about it is when you have to pay those ridiculous fees, you got to think about it. If you're in a low income family, low income household, if the provider is now, incarcerated, it's already going to put a strain on the financial situation of the house. And then to be able to stay connected to your family, you have to pay these fees. And if you don't have the means, you can't afford it. If you can't afford to pay $1 a minute for these phone calls, you're not going to be able to talk to your people. And the research,
and a lot of people can't afford it.
And here's the other thing: the research and the data shows that when you're able to have communication and constant interactions with people on the other side, once you come home, it makes it easier for you to transition.
It does.
But if you're not talking to your people, and then you just you writing maybe once every 3 or 4 months, or you hearing from them once every whenever, once you actually come home, it's harder for you to get back into the rhythm and the swing of things.
This is the thing: it's designed for it to be like that.
Thank you for that. Yep.
It's designed for you to be disconnected.
Yeah.
It's designed so that like they can get you back out here to bring you back in to give them their free labor, right?
That's like Sadie and Ray. They're not going to say that that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, but
that's exactly what they're trying to do.
Because if they really wanted you to be what I'm trying to say,
re-entered or successfully re-entered.
Right, yeah.
We can say it like that.
There will be other options. They would put other things in play because it's not like they don't do the research. It's not like things haven't been done to tell them what needs to be done, but they ignore them. Hey, caller, introduce yourself.
We're talking about the fees that they charge for services in prisons. What's on your mind? It's Freestyle Friday.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey,
you know something, Brother John? Hey, how you doing, Miss Q? This was like when we did that little event and y'all had me be Charlie and run from spot to spot to spot.
Yeah.
What the fees, not only the fees, if you're not approved, you can't send your loved ones no money.
That's right.
So that's a lot of people complain about the inmates saying send the cash after this, but the reason why they asking for that is because the person that's sending the money can't send the money if they're not approved by the prison system.
That's right.
You send the money.
That's right. No, that's right. Thank you for that.
That becomes another burden.
It's another
and the other thing.
Yeah, the plug. You in there. Yeah. Like you have to be on.
Well, no, it ain't that.
I'm just joking.
No, I hear that.
No, just what I'm saying about the point of that though is that makes the ingenuity of, I guess, being a creative prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to be more of a creative prisoner rather than rehabilitate yourself. Now you got to come up with more creative ways, basically to break the law inside of the prison system
in order to survive inside of the prison system.
And they know this.
Yeah.
But they know this.
So it's like you breed more. You breed instead of rehabilitating, you create a
bigger monster.
It's almost like college.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
That's the thing.
It is.
And I was saying that that's something that we definitely gotta do with that. Even that, like I said, that little event we did, I noticed that all of the officers and the people that was there after the fact, they were saying, "Well, we know this, do this." I'm like, "Well, if y'all know this, do this, then why y'all doing it?"
That's right. That's right. No, I appreciate that.
But
thank you for calling.
That's what I wanted to make on that.
Yeah.
All right.
And he's talking about the event that we did at the foundation where we reenacted what the realities
the incubator
are.
and all of
where you can actually experience what it's like coming home. And that's what he said when it was like running around, going to the different stations. But that was, when you get home. But even before you get home, like you don't have those connections because you can't afford to talk to your loved ones.
And you want stuff just like in the real world. Like you want socks, you want honey buns, you want noodles, you want you
want basic hygiene products. Like you want
And
like
so and then and if you are restricted from that for whatever reason, or you don't have that, you then have to create that, and then sometimes it is illegal ways that they have to do it. And then they know it, but you're forcing people to do it. And then you be like, well, they had a choice.
Right.
Cut down your phone.
We got call ID, man. You on there?
And then you just type, I'm calling in.
You text, I'm calling in. We got call ID. And then when you call his name, he say, how you know it's me?
Hey,
what's going on, man?
I want to definitely chime in on the re-entry.
Okay.
This has been my 20 years of being out from the Department of Corrections
today,
and one of the main things, like you said, you have to have your peoples, man. And being in tune to what's going on the outside, whether your family's calling or not, you just can't get lost in the sauce, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You're gonna have to keep your mind and your heart up to date because it is rough up there.
Right.
A lot of people can't get family to come in. They can't even get their family to qualify
to be approved.
Yes. So it is a hard thing, man. So if you got people locked up, man, look out for your people. Get on their list. Send them some money. If you got to send them something through Cash App, man, shoot it. Because it is hard up there. It's not like it was years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I appreciate that. Thank you again, Mr. Edmond, and congratulations on 20 years, man.
Yeah, that's
not recidivating. That's what time it is. And so while we're talking about Cash App, I also seen a story that was.
I hate Cash App.
I seen a story that was.
I like the green.
You like that Smurf? Which one of them Smurfs is? The Grumpy Smurf.
I don't like the USDA.
Yeah, you was kind of giving Grumpy Smurf vibes this morning.
I don't like.
I don't like that. I don't like the USDA. I don't like it's funny, but it's true. Oh man!
So, as I'm laughing and smiling at the
same time. Okay, so Kiana don't like nobody this morning. Resident Grumpy Smurf. So I saw an article about these payment apps, right? So like Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Zelle. That they basically revolutionized the way that people send money and the way that you do things.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw an article that was saying it's important for people to understand the risk of just leaving your money in these apps, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like if you got Cash App, what this article was saying is that you're putting your resources at risk when you don't take them out of those apps and you just leave them there because they're not a lot of times FDIC insured. And so when you put your money into a bank, if something happened, right, your money's insured and you can recoup some of those losses, but you don't have that FDIC insurance if you're using these payment apps. And so I think they said one of the exemptions was like Cash App. I think they have debit cards and then Venmo accounts that are used for direct deposits. They may have some insurance, but the other ones don't have that traditional insurance, and so it's a little more risky. They also said that funds that you leave in the apps, if you got a lot of money in there, take it out because you missing out on interest, right? Because there's no interest paid. So like, you might have a high yield savings account. You can actually make a couple dollars. I mean, really they ain't giving a whole lot of money on savings accounts these days, but they ain't giving no money in these apps. And so some always beat none in the fight.
Right.
And then also they have like these hidden costs. So instant transfers, often have fees. And so if you use like the standard 1 to 3 day, business transfer option, that can help you avoid unnecessary fees. But usually if you're using them apps, like you need it right away.
Zelle. I love Zelle.
Okay, and I don't have Zelle.
Right. You don't?
Yeah, I don't. But what I'm I guess the point of this and the time that we have left is just think about that. Like if you have a lot of money, like I don't keep a lot of money in Cash App. But if you do, just know that you may be putting your resources at risk.
You do,
and
because
those
I know
apps are a lot
somebody,
riskier.
and they're all, so Cash App, the Square,
okay,
they're all connected. Like
Right.
they're the same company.
Yeah, I think PayPal may be.
Yeah, it's all in that.
Yeah.
And then like because people can put whatever they may identify you as somebody who you're not. I know somebody who they
misidentified
and took thousands of like $10,000
Okay,
right out of one account because it's a business account,
right?
And then there's no live person that you can talk to.
Yeah, that's
so
another
then
part
you're,
of
like,
what you deal with.
Right, you're constantly like emailing or texting trying to talk to whoever over there, and they don't care.
Right.
They don't give you your money.
No, it's probably a bot.
Yeah,
yeah,
and they're made to
it's like AI. Yeah.
No.
So you think that you think you chatting and texting a human being, but a lot of times it may be one person in 100 bots, and they just kind of overseeing what's coming in if it's a problem. But yeah, a lot of that stuff ain't even people.
Like that's what I like about Zelle. Like you get the instant money with no fees.
Okay.
On either end.
Like instant transfers.
Yeah, like you just you Zelle it over. There's no fees on it. It's it's like transferring from one account to another account. So I use it quite often. Mr. Edmond, what don't you like about Zelle? Because that's what I don't like about Cash App, Venmo, is the fees. Like you put
wow. And you be putting, he said Cash App is being sued. So
we need to hop on that settlement because Cash.
But I just wanted, I saw that. And so we was in the spirit of talking about, and Duvet, man, I mean, he just kind of queued it up real good. He working at a bank. And so talking about these fees for services, and what really flagged it for me, because he talked about Eventbrite fees, right? And how, you use these event, planning services to send your emails. There's other services that you can use instead of these big name, servers that's charging these ridiculous fees.
They
for
do,
these
but
services.
this is, so y'all, life is what it is. You pay for convenience.
Okay.
That's really what it is. You pay for the convenience to have the platform where all you got to do is post and go.
Yeah.
Like you don't.
That's the business model.
That's the business model. And when
we're gonna make it easy, and you're gonna pay us to do that.
Right. And then you have the option not to. You know what I mean? I'm one of them people that sometimes pay for convenience, and then some of those things I be like, no, I ain't doing it. Right. But
I have my moments. Yeah. So the last question: do you do self checkout or do you go to a cashier?
I go through a cashier.
Okay.
And let me tell you why.
You don't pay for the convenience? Self-checkout ain't convenient?
No, it's not. Let me tell you why. Yeah. Self-checkout, they don't pay me. They don't give me a discount to do your job.
Okay.
They're still got to have employees there. And so then you're going to make me go through there, bag my own groceries. You don't give me a discount for it. And then on top of that, I'm going to have to show somebody I didn't steal.
Wow.
No.
You ain't doing it.
No, I'm not. And
put it in chat, y'all. Let us know. Do you do cashier or self-checkout?
And if I go to self-checkout, and y'all can be mad at me if you want, if I slide it once and it don't go, it's mine.
Allegedly.
No, it's jokes. It's jokes.
It's just jokes. That's all.
Because I always go through the cashier.
So you don't have those types of problems. So,
so what do you do? Self-checkout or?
I ain't gonna even cap. I do self-checkout when especially if I'm running in and just grabbing a couple things. I'm a self-checkout. Me and my wife, she like protests. She don't do self-checkout. She do cashier. But yeah, I use it because I be moving quick. And if I look and I see like that cashier line is ridiculous, and that stuff and it's open, do it yourself. I ain't got no problem. I scoot right over there, drop it in.
I'm the opposite. I'd rather do that. I'd rather not go. And I ain't gonna say I never use it, but that is not my go-to. And then if you try to stop,
I look first, but more than not.
And if you
I'm
try to stop me while I'm walking out to Walmart to look at my receipt, I ignore you.
Yeah, I do that too.
I know.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Because again, if you want to know if I was stealing, you should have had your tail at the register and ringing up my stuff.
You would have known.
Then you would have known if I stole or not.
I got like this silent personal protest with the people at there that's asking for receipts. Like I buck every time. And I walk like I be walking like almost with my fist ball up. Like you better not even ask me for my receipt because if you do, it's going to be a whole problem.
The little nice little old lady. Let me see your receipt.
Now that is one of my protests. Look, it's been an amazing ride, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, tapping in on this amazing Freestyle Friday. I will share the events, the links to those events. We got 2 free tickets for you. Inbox us if you like those, and definitely make sure that you support St. Pete Funny, the St. Pete Invasion, a lot of the other community events, this youth crime prevention and intervention program. There's definitely a lot that's going to be cooking, and so y'all stay tuned for that. And it's been an amazing ride. This has been your brother John.
And this is Kiana.
Up next is Sister Hughes. Make you lose your shoes.
And shout out all around the room.
And we out. Believe and do good.